these guys need no introduction, but we're going to have them give you one anyway.
Okay. Hi. No, it's good. Michael Copon, Blue Time Force Ranger, a.k.a. Lucas Kendall.
And I'm Najira. I'm in love with the Blue Ranger. And my evil papa is right over there. And he's awesome.
Oh, sorry. I don't need any introduction. I'm just, hey there.
All right.
Oh, shit. Yeah, hi, I'm, who am I?
Vernon Wells.
The Mad Max panel. Mad Max panel.
Oh, damn it.
Mad Max, yes.
I'm Rancic, and what can I say? There's got to be one handsome devil in every show.
I have to put up with every time I sit down with these guys.
Why do I have to go behind him all the time? He always sets the expectations up. So I was born back in the Jason Font, Red Ranger, Time Force. Woo!
I'm your biggest fan.
Jason Font.
Car for you, car for you, car for you.
Hi, I'm Deborah Estelle Phillips, Yellow Ranger Time Force. I play Katie.
Deborah Estelle Phillips.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin Kleinberg, Green Time Force Ranger, a.k.a. Trip. All right, Mike. Cue Mike.
And Southworth.
Hi, I'm Aaron Cahill, and just want to say I love you all so very much. And this guy next to me is Dan Southworth. He's the Red Ranger.
I'm Eddie Frierson, and everybody wants to be a voice actor. I met most of you guys while you were in line to get Dan's picture, so I'm Frax.
All right. So, I'm going to ask these guys a few questions. At some point, Erin will eventually show up, and we'll all cheer for her. But in the meantime, I'll do a few questions. Then we'll open it to you guys. You guys will all line up. So my big question here is, and this is
what happens? What do we do? Who's she going to interrupt when she comes in?
Yeah,
is it going to be you or one
You know
of
what?
us?
We should do the whole where nobody says a word. When someone hits their first home run, they don't say anything. And then we can do something big.
Okay.
We could be.
Let's all turn to each other and just whisper.
Or everybody freezes and doesn't.
Yeah. When Aaron comes in, everyone just freeze. Don't move.
Okay.
Don't move.
Like that one video. That 1 minute can show. Everyone just freezes.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
Let's see how long it goes without anybody cracking.
Okay. So, in the meantime, since we've got some time.
Okay, very good. She's on her way.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my camera right here.
Have someone go to the door and do something with it, and it'll be good.
Okay.
So you were saying. There,
all
Mr.
right. So,
Moderator.
who stole something from set one last day? Who stole something from set on the last day? Borrowed long term, indefinitely.
I never thought of that. It's a great idea.
Dan?
Yeah, a lot of this
I
stuff.
had to buy my costumes.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff they said, guys, do not take anything. We were warned going in. I think Jason David Frank set that tone because he just took a lot of stuff. So then they started warning all of us, don't touch, don't take.
Yeah, seriously scolded us. They were like, Michael, don't even think about it. I was like, all right.
All right. So
She's not here. We're all like, wait. We all.
Oh wait. So I'm just saying. Oh, yay! I need another chair. Okay. Does someone get me another? I need to get another chair. No. I'm stealing this chair. I can't take this one. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. So let's introduce ourselves.
Hi, my name is Bree Ambrosi, and I played Circuit the Owl.
Thank you.
Brienne.
Bree doesn't know the plan. Bree, let's fill her in on the plan. What? When Aaron comes in, we're gonna freeze.
The mannequin challenge, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and next question while we're going over here was, who can remember a horrible prank played by someone who wasn't Dan on you during production?
I'm like,
I don't think I can say that.
I don't think you can say either. I mean,
Okay, that might.
we were
Pranks. Yeah.
All right then.
There were a lot of pranks.
Yeah, there
There
were a
were
lot
just
of.
too many to.
I always tell the one where, like Jason had this idea, like we would, like pretty much take off our pants to our we had our boxer shorts, but we came around the set like in our boxer shorts, like posing the superhero stance. But I'm sorry, I have ADD. I'm like so excited about doing this thing with Aaron. I'm like trying to focus on the questions, but I'm like, when is she coming?
You're so funny.
You could be a point person doing a signal like that with your sword. And then everybody else are
okay.
Everybody just know their freeze. Everybody know their
We're
freeze.
doing the mannequin freeze when she comes in.
All right.
We wake up out of it. Somebody slapped me, and then we're all awake. Yes.
Okay.
No, we constantly did a lot of pranks together. We were always our cast always got along very well. So we were constantly. I don't know. There's a lot of things we can't say that we did, but there's a lot of things that we had. We're trying to think of like it's like telling a joke that's dirty in front of kids.
One prank that we could talk about.
Yeah, this is what the kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff. What we're doing right now is kind of like what we did on set every day.
This
is a cleaner version.
This is going to take over.
And next, what we're doing right now, who here is actually about the comics? Has read what Time Force appeared in the Boom comics? Who any of you guys read that?
Yeah.
Because currently only two people on this panel are, well, actually one person on this panel is still alive in the comics currently.
Who's that?
Who's the one?
Dan.
We just had one more come in. Neil Kaplan is Gluto.
Can we scoot on?
No, look, we have chairs.
And we got.
Okay.
We literally have our whole cast.
I'm.
Is Aaron?
Oh. Does she know?
It's your job to do the big
No, that's
All right.
Okay, so there was.
So let's start. All right, everyone, begin lining up over here too for questions.
There we go. Get some good questions up here.
I'm so excited to do this thing, and I can't focus on anything else right now.
I am too. I think everyone's very distracted by this prank that we're about to do.
I'm gonna ask, how was it?
Come on, you're in jail. Show up already.
So you know where.
Are you making fun of my height? No.
Oh, okay, good.
There's Aaron.
Man, you're mean.
Fucking row, man.
Jokes on us.
I'm over here like.
Okay.
I know. I'm like, this.
We
Okay.
need someone to stand by the door and give us the caw caw.
Go ahead,
Okay.
young man. Go ahead.
Jason. So how did you guys? There's Aaron.
You guys are horrible. Like, really? We went.
No, she's not here yet. She's not here yet.
You guys are horrible.
Who gave that up?
All right, hold on. All right, now we'll really do it. Go ahead, Aaron.
Now she's not coming in ever.
Well, that backfired tremendously.
Okay, yeah,
That wasn't as.
okay, the real introduction. Aaron There's a chair.
I'm 15.
We were going to have everyone do like a mannequin freeze pose, Aaron. Didn't work out because they were just too excited. They couldn't.
Sorry, dude.
At least now I can focus on what's actually going on now. Okay, then.
Okay. Jason.
Yes.
So how did you, because in the credits I noticed that you also played Alex. How did you manage to play as Alex and Wes during the same episode where you guys interacted with each other?
How did I manage to do it?
Yeah.
I'm just a really, really good actor.
Okay.
No, you know what? It was a lot of fun doing it because what they would do is they would spray paint my hair, or they would make my hair jet black. We'd slick it back. We'd film an entire scene with Alex, and then they would lock the set, and then they'd go and I had to wash it out, redo makeup, and then they would blonde my hair, and I'd come back and then do the opposite side as Wes. So it was a very long process, but it was cool. It was a lot of fun. It was a good challenge, and I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun doing that.
You guys, what he's saying is that we spent a lot of time waiting for him.
Yeah, you did. They did. That's true.
We were used to it. We waited for you.
No. I slid in, like, remember I would, like, slide in sideways and hot, like, right on time. It's never early. But
I was just at the craft service table.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions. One for Jason. What was it like when, like, you got the role as Wes, and then after Time Force, you went on to play Leon in Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have Resident Evil 6, and I didn't even realize this until, like, a long time ago or something. But it's like, oh, that's Wes. So what was that like?
You know, it was really cool. The Leon thing was a lot of fun. Matthew Mercer does the voice for Leon Kennedy, so he's an extremely talented voice actor that handles that. I got that audition I got that connection through Ruben Langdon, who was on Power Rangers, and I auditioned for it, and it was fun. From audition to end was almost 2 years with Resident Evil 6. So they're very specific about their process, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of it.
Okay. So my second question for everyone is, what was in Time Force? What was your favorite line from your guys' character?
Ready.
Quantum power.
I have one. Rangers, there's a mutant down by the power plant.
I wish I could live 1,000 years so we could be together again. Is that the one? That was the one. That's the one everybody likes, right? Yeah.
I like that one too.
Daddy will fix it.
Your
Was
time's up. Right? Did we do that? Yeah, we did do that, right?
Nadir's dream date. Hey, baby!
That's good. Mine was, oops.
Daughters. That was the one I liked.
Perfect.
Thank you, buddy. Good question.
Okay. Hi. Wait. How do you think Hank Wes and Jen's relationship did in the show Time Force?
I'll let you handle that. How did our relationship do in Time Force, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Do you mean on or off camera? Because off camera, horribly.
What about on camera?
He accepts it as truth. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
I mean, you know, I think the thing we hear the most is that they were upset we didn't get to be together in the end. That and the kiss is the thing we hear the most.
The last part where you admitted that had your feelings was emotional.
Oh, well, not just us, but we cry. I mean, I don't want to speak for you guys, but
Dan
maybe
doesn't.
not Dan.
Dan doesn't cry.
No, not Dan, but the rest of us cried for like weeks.
Only when heavy things fall on me.
We really, really cried for weeks to say goodbye to each other, but also the story and the characters, and it was really sad.
And emotional, too.
Yeah. Yeah. What was?
Don't you? Vernon teared up. He's a big softie.
Aww.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to say it's an honor for you all to be here. This question is for Jen. What are your thoughts about you being given a prominent role in the Shattered Grid event?
Yeah, that's really cool. For those of you who don't, do you guys all know what Shattered Grid is? Yeah? Okay, it's like 99% yes. So for you who doesn't know, it's the 25th anniversary comics of the Time Force. My God,
Mighty Morphin
of the Power Ranger world. And I just am so lucky that Kyle Higgins took a liking to my character, and that you guys are such great fans that you guys really prop Jen up to be one of the leaders of the Shattered Grid series. I am over the moon about it. You guys know we're doing a reading at 6. Shameless plug, but come.
Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Okay. Hello. First of all, I just want to tell Kevin how much he means to me as a Power Rangers fan. Trip was the very reason I got back into Power Rangers after not watching it for so long. And Trip is such an underappreciated character, you guys. He is the unsung hero of Time Force. If it wasn't for him, then Nadira wouldn't have redeemed herself. And if it wasn't for Nadira's redemption, then Rezik wouldn't have turned himself in. And that is a fact that more people should acknowledge.
Woo! You go, girl. Thank you so much.
Trip for president.
Oh, and I also have a question.
Circuit for VP.
Start the hash.
Oh, and I also have a question for Michael Copon.
Uh-oh.
So Michael, I know that in That's So Raven you played Ricky from Boys in Motion. Yeah. I'm not sure if any of you have seen That's So
Boys in Motion.
Yeah, so I want to know if Ricky could be some sort of direct ancestor of Lucas, just like how Wes was a direct ancestor of Alex.
Oh, he totally was.
Woo!
Totally was.
I can only imagine how the other Time Force Rangers reacted when they saw that, when they found that out. So, I just want to thank all of you guys for everything, and Kevin, if I get to go to the Power Rangers prom later on, will you be my date?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Is your wife going to be okay with that?
Sure. We can have a dance for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very sweet.
Hi. My question is for Aaron. I was just wondering how, because I know that the Red Ranger is always the leader of the team, and I'm not saying that Jason wasn't amazing, but I think we all know that Jen was kind of the real. I
love
she was
Jason
the one
who
was a hard ass when she had to be. So I guess how does that feel knowing that you kind of are a strong female character for people who grew up watching Power Rangers like all of us?
Thank you. First of all, you guys, if you can't see her outfit, it's so great. It's like a Power Ranger skirt, cool. Right? She was in line, and I was like, "Your outfit's great."
It's made from a bed sheet.
Thank you. I love it. Really?
I thought I recognized that.
Oh my God, that made it even better. Yeah, that made it even better. You guys have heard this before, so sorry, family. It's never, still almost 20 years later, I'm never tired of hearing how much Jen meant and what an impact she had on people, and girls coming up and saying, I went to college because of you, or I did this because of you. It means everything to me. And getting to play the first female leader in the series, and like I said, the way you guys have still continued to nurture the memory, what up? Nurture the image and memory of Jen. It's really an honor. That's why I'm here, to see you guys. I really.
That's awesome. Well, you guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, my name is Evan. I'm from Puerto Rico. I know Deborah when she came here. I just want to say thank you all. You made a huge impact in my life. Back when the show was running, I was in college. I had very depression, and I thought that I couldn't make it. And just seeing you guys change the future in the show, especially Wes, you're my favorite Red Ranger.
Thank you.
And I mean all of you, especially Aaron. Everything in the cast, even you too. I love your work from the bottom of my heart. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to make sure and say everyone now.
No, I know.
One out, you can't leave us all out.
No. Hey, you should have seen me when I talked to her back in the Puerto Rico Comic Con because I worked there, and anytime she wanted to go to the island, you're welcome. But then again, just check it out. Thank you all, and I'll see you at the Fuego Opera, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Guys, let's go to Puerto Rico together. Just saying.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, this one's for Trip. Man, you got to quit dropping the pizzas.
It wasn't my fault. It was the night. I've been trying to tell everybody that this whole time. Nobody believes me.
It's never his fault.
But again, thank y'all so much for being so kind. I love your season. Everything about it is fantastic. Y'all have been great. Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
What is your most favorite episode you helped create?
I think everyone loved the movie Madness one.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the funnest one for all of us. To see us men dressed like women and women dressed like men. And Rancic in a tutu is just, wow. I think he found his calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To all the Rangers, have you guys have any personal experiences that is similar to experiences that your characters had, like Wes? Like if Jason might have experience trying to change his own destiny, like Wes did, like he didn't want to take over his father's business, but want to continue on protecting people as a Red Time Force Ranger.
I get pulled over all the time. And I try to give them my Time Force ID, and it still doesn't work. I'm Lucas Kendall, and they're like... Do you relate to anything in real life like you did on the show?
Yeah, please. Well, it's, thought like being bullied or feeling less than. Circuit always wanted to just help, like be there and do stuff. And then it was Circuit unsure when, tiny guns. It was just nice when then everybody came around and rallied. And just to know that that's really more accurate than not. And that was neat. So anyway, I experienced like the bullying side and feeling bad about myself. And then being fortunate to have some people around me. Hope that answers something.
Another question.
I don't know. I feel there was a lot of like relatable moments. Like Katie, having a big heart and being such a family girl. That's like me today. And I've had the bully situation where I had to handle some things with a little arm wrestling challenge, and one of my, I don't tolerate bullying. It's just not cool. I have a heart for the teens out there, and high school, it's tough. Junior high, that transition, it's an awkward time, and so yes, I have no tolerance for bullying, and so to do that, that just kind of, it puts things into, it makes it real, So yeah, that's quite a bit of things.
Well, in real life, my father died when I was 6, and I didn't have a father figure growing up until I met this guy. And Vernon has always had my back, and he's been a mentor in true life, in real life, and I love him.
The biggest problem I have with all this crap up here is, seriously, I'm playing the evilest person in the galaxy, and every shit up here is going, he's so sweet and lovable and nice. And then you say to me, so what was it like playing Rancic? Bloody boring, all right? I can't, strangely enough, I can equate Rancic to a lot of what I am and who a lot of people are, and not because of his evil or what he did, was because of his understanding of humanity and the fact that when he was wrong, he admitted it, and when he was right, he wanted to make sure he was right, and he was prepared to help no matter what the cost. I mean, I even let the blue fink over here date my daughter. And I mean, it was just, it's that whole thing of, I think we forget sometimes that no matter what we are personally, there's a big world outside that we need to live in, and we should always remember that we have to be a part of it, and I think that's what Rancic was.
I have no comments after such a deep thing like that. I'm not following Vernon anymore.
I'm going home.
That's a mic drop.
And another thing, does he actually write poems about his car like Lucas does?
What?
Do you write poems about your car like Lucas does?
Do I write poems? Actually,
Yes.
I do. I write poetry and music. It's another thing that I do.
But that's classic Lucas.
Yeah.
And here's actually my favorite clip. I tried to tell you, but no!
Who was that? What was that from?
Hi. For all of those who didn't see me today or yesterday, my name is Mika, and I made a trip, a 14-hour plane travel from Finland to here just for Time Force, just for this panel, and just for you. I came just for you all, and so I have a question for every one of you. If someone, like at a convention or somewhere, if someone dressed up as your character, like cosplaying or something, how would you feel about it? If there was like a cosplayer in your character outfit in front of you, how would you feel about it?
Can our cosplay Time Force come?
Yeah. If you're cosplaying, stand up. If you're cosplaying as Time Force, stand up. There you go. There we go. I see you in the back too. That's awesome, guys.
And I know we had someone dressed in the I think I don't want to speak on behalf of all of us, but we love it.
Yeah.
So honored whenever we see people in our.
Last Morphicon, we actually had people dressed up as the entire crew, and we took pictures with them.
Yeah.
Remember, there was like a crew that was all, every Time Force Rangers. So that was really cool.
Is that the Quantum Ranger or Deadpool? You
can I add
could
to
understand the okay.
I was going to add to the thing about dressing up, since, mine is a little robotical owl. This one gentleman has a tattoo of me on his arm. Blown away, honored, humbled. Whoa.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's really cool when people, if they appreciate what you do and they dress up as a character. My only concern is that when people dress up like Rancic is that they have a nice ass. We got to keep the character there,
But in fairness, your nice ass was your sidekick. Yeah. I've played so many different characters and I never get to see anybody ever cosplay. I had somebody 2 years ago at New York Comic Con who did a balloon Diabolico. So that was kind of fun. But I've never seen a Gluto. That'd be fun.
And thank you for making the trip for us.
Yeah.
It's such a big
Thank
trip.
you.
And
I just wanted to tell you that you're all so cool, and that it's so cool to see the Time Force cast, because you basically defined my childhood, and you're my childhood heroes, so I made the trip, and I'm so glad to see you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And we've had 2 extra additions to our cast, to our thing here. We have writer Jackie Marchand, who co-wrote the majority of the season. And we have our special producer here, Scott Page-Pager.
All right. First of all, I just want to say how awesome it is that all of you guys showed up. Like, we have all 6 Rangers, the villains, voice actors, writers. It's really awesome you guys all came out for this.
I say it's awesome that your eye expressions match your hat. That's really.
Thanks.
Wait, are we the only cast that showed up like everybody?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I think that's because we had so much fun 2 years ago that it's kind of a done deal.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, a lot of people consider Time Force to be one of, if not the best season of Power Rangers.
And I read this online. I don't know how true this is, but I think we are the only Emmy-nominated season other than the original for Power Rangers. That's what I read on that.
So yeah, why do you guys think that is, that Time Force is so highly regarded within the fandom?
Because of Jackie Marchand.
Jackie!
I agree. It's the writing was so powerful, and the reason we've lasted so long, and you guys have lasted so long, is because we got to play such rich characters.
Yeah.
Well, also Time Force has a Quantum Ranger.
I think it's because it was Y2K. It was like 2000, something magical about the year, maybe. I don't know. But that year was really awesome. We all came together. It was like just that magical moment, like when you watch that football movie and like all the elements came together. They had like all the right people at the right time. That's how I felt walking onto the set. It was my first ever first audition. And I walk onto, I guess if you were to do a movie about like the best put together set, I mean, of course you have your ups and downs like any family, but that's awesome that every element was it just worked. Like even from the suit design being as simplistic and eye-catching, and the writing and the acting was just spot on. Iconic characters, even from Circuit. To me, I mean, since Alpha, that was like the coolest, like next robot, And then Nadira with her pink hair, and it's like everything. I mean, Ransic's look, bringing that from Mad Max. It was just like everything was just like iconically put together and original, in my opinion.
I want to add something to this. Also, it's about Frax, because it's interesting how Frax turns around and wants to be the good guy, and it's almost that thing about the robot not becoming the robot. He now gets to think for himself. I thought that was cool. But this whole thing, though, when it comes, because I've worked on many seasons, Scott Page-Bagger. Dude knows how to rock an 80-hour room. And what was nice is it was one of the first seasons where, as a voice actor, I got to interact and voice with a lot of these guys. In some of the other seasons, we didn't do Walla together. So it was really neat. It was just, there was something just,
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Okay, so
Hi, everybody. Erin, glad to see you. My question is, Jason's played Leon in Resident Evil. Dan's played Virgil in Resident Evil. Devil May Cry, sorry.
Get that wrong.
Fran's a little bit of a whatever. But you've all played different characters in different franchises. What has been your favorite character outside of Rangers?
The Scorpion King.
All right, and I forgot to shout out.
Smell what the pebble is cooking. Wasn't quite The Rock, but.
I forgot to give a shout out to Brienne for playing in Noozles, my favorite cartoon as a child.
You remember that? Thank you.
Yeah, you took a picture of my teddy bear that one year, so.
Oh my God, thank you.
I guess for me, the best things outside of Power Rangers was getting paid for anything I did.
Rangers was literally one of the best times in my life, and just the fact that, we get to do this again with all of you, bringing it back, seeing these guys again, crazy. So my biggest role right now is being a full-time mommy, so that's like my,
That's a selfless job.
Maybe there will be a comeback one day, we'll see, but right now it's the mommy role for me.
It's the best roles. And as far as franchises go, I worked on a franchise called Transformers.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Played a little character by the name of Optimus Prime. That was kind of cool. And I did, I swear. And these days you'll hear me on Netflix on a show called Voltron. I am Emperor Zarkon. So that's kind of, I got a thing about giant robots.
Yeah. Voltron is the reason I'm a Power Ranger fan. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, darling.
We're running low on time, so fast questions. Keep it going.
Can I just throw one thing in? Some of us just came from the MMPR panel, and one of the guys asked the Rangers that were on the panel what season they'd like to be in if it wasn't MMPR, and most of them said Time Force.
Hey, fellas.
That's right.
All right, I had a long question, but I had to keep it short. So, for the Red Ranger over here, since you're going to be a Ninja Steel, how does it feel like to come back for the second time, for the anniversary second time? Squad is lit.
You know what? We had a lot of fun. They really took their time with this 25th anniversary, so you guys will really enjoy it. There's a lot of questions that get answered. And I think that's what they wanted to accomplish, is to really go in there and make something special. And hopefully by the time it's all done, they will. So I was excited and honored to be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think.
All right.
Yep.
Oh dear, my turn. So, question for all of you. If you could have Time Force crossover with any show, what would you pick?
Any show in the universe?
You mean any show or another Power Ranger season?
Any show.
Game of Thrones.
I'd say Deadpool. I mean, I'd love to have us all do Deadpool language and all that stuff. That'd be awesome.
No, I think we should cross over with Walking Dead.
Married with children.
I guess orange, is the new black, a little pushing it, right? We got the colors in there. The colors are in there. They got the orange and the black, but I don't know. That might be pushing it.
You know, without age limit the way we are in this show, I think SpongeBob SquarePants would be the perfect thing for us.
I always wish we were in The Simpsons. That would be cool.
Okay.
But it really would be fun to see Jon Snow and the gang do Time Force.
The Friends cast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Right.
question.
This question is for Michael. How much hair gel do you use to do your hair throughout the whole season?
Probably a gallon a day, you know.
Seems about right.
Now I just literally stick my head in the hair gel thing. That's what I do. I put it in the toilet and I just flush the toilet. And I go like that, and then it's done.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't even use gel anymore. I use back then that's all they have, and now they use like what I guess like what they're like clay or clay stuff. I don't know.
We could say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Hawks.
Yeah.
And go House Dan Lister.
What's up? I'm Trey from El Paso, Texas. My first Power Morphicon, and actually the first panel I've been able to get to because I was a little overwhelmed yesterday. And looking for Erin, I didn't get to see her, but she's here now. And I did tell your Ranger team about this. I was going to ask if I could sing a little bit for you, just a little thing. I mean, you may be from the future, but you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See, I'm faced whenever I look at you. Couldn't believe all of the things that she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you.
Trey, you have a beautiful voice. Thank you so much. And come over and see me and say hi. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Josh, and
And what are you going to be performing for us today?
I have a question for Rancic, and I have Lucas. This is part of the question into it. Sorry, it's going to be offend you, but Rancic, what would you do if Lucas broke up with Mandira?
Let me put it this way. There are certain parts of his body that I'm sure he needs to use someday. If he breaks my little girl's heart, oh, it's gonna be fun.
Well, good thing I'm from the future, because then I'll just take circuits.
You're talking about his thumb, right?
Yeah, his thumb. His thumb. His thumb.
Thank you.
Oh, Rangers.
Can you do the Morse for us?
Why don't we do that at the end? Right?
We'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end.
for you.
You guys do the Morse. Yes.
You know what? Let's do it at the end. Would that be good?
Has to
then
be
we all get
danger.
up. Then we'll get a good picture of everybody, okay?
We'll do it at the end for you. Elliot.
Okay.
Is,
Hello.
is that Makoto-san in the back? Is that Makoto-san?
Makoto? Where?
No, not Makoto, the director, but the stunt man. Yes! Raise your hand. This is one of the stunt men from the show, you guys. That man right there is the real reason you love the show and watch it so much. That's where all the action comes from.
Yes, you always remember them in the pink Ranger's suit or the yellow Ranger's suit.
Hi, my name is Grant. I'm from Dallas. My question is for Lucas, Nadira, and Wes and Jen, but first them. What ever happened to y'all two? Are y'all married now, probably, or do you know?
Yeah, we had a fuchsia Ranger, and then yeah, I went on. We live on a planet.
Our very own planet. It's just us. It's kind of like the Garden of Eden.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled and sparkly and nice.
We eat cotton candy, pink cotton candy every day.
All the time.
And then my question, and then Wes and Jen, is Sky your son?
We all get all serious like there's some joke. Well, I don't know.
In a SPD, he has a picture of the Red Time Force Ranger.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question they didn't. I mean, that was a question they didn't really answer on that. But Jackie, would you have? What? Was Sky our son? Were you on that season? I was on that season. Yeah, I was on that season. I think it was definitely supposed to be because that was the Red Time Force. But they. How do I answer this? Yes. Yeah, some things didn't match up, but the answer was supposed to be yes.
Cool.
Sure, yes.
Thank you. This will be our last question, guys, rounding out time.
All right.
Too fast.
Oh, hi, guys. My name is Ristic. Don't wear it out.
Hello.
So I just like to say before the question, you are a legend, and I found out about you were being Bennett from Commando. I lost my mind. You are a man I want to be like because you're like just amazing and with a hint of ass. I'm like, that is perfect.
I want to be a man like Aaron as well, I know.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 quick questions. One for Jason. With your main character, why didn't you like talk to your dad to like get some money and try to get him to a nicer place instead of the clock tower? And for everyone, with the advent of 3D printed technology, do you think in the near future there will be like an unofficial or maybe like a new kind of series where you guys will be in the future, like in a series or in a game where you can help out new Rangers and give them new morphers and everything from over the years?
Yeah. I think that there's a definite avenue to do something like that. That's the beauty of our season, the time travel, that there could be some way having this incorporated with future stuff for sure. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I would watch the hell out of that. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got one quick announcement.
I wanted to say,
Circuit's pregnant.
what? So
Oh,
y'all-
nice.
Yeah. Right? So you got to come by for the photo op thing. But on a serious note, our good friend Robert Axelrod had surgery. I don't know if anybody used, but I can relate with him with the spine and stuff going on. He is right now a paraplegic, and he's working to get his stuff back and hopefully walk again and do all that stuff. He played Lord Zed. He's like the original guy. So if you guys see these around, please sign them. Whatever pen, don't care, just something nice and positive. I'd really appreciate it. And any donation you guys can give, if you hand something over, just say what it is. We will make sure he gets it. Thank you guys.
All right.
Wait. I just want to say on behalf of all of us, we wouldn't be here without you. We love you guys so much.
Oh, the morph. Is there room up front?
Morph, yep. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hold on. Dan's is easy. Raise his fist to the sky.
Come
on, power.
Wait, we're going to hit each other, you guys.
Yes. I know. Yeah, screw it out, guys. Oh, not you. You can do whatever you want.
How do we do this? Can we go in the front?
Go in the front?
Yeah. Just, yeah, come over here. Come right here. I'll be right here. Well,
All right.
Stagger it.
You gotta stagger it. Watch Vernon's face. Time.
All right, y'all ready?
Get it real high.
Please over. Thanks a lot, man.
Let's do it in front.
Well, if you want to, yeah. Turbo.
Porto, I should be there, but
Yeah. But yeah, as long as you want to, man. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
What's
happening? Yeah. I'll just stay. I can't. Yeah, I couldn't.
Are you gonna morph? No, I don't morph.
You morph.
I don't morph. Hey, you, get out there.
Okay, fine.
In the front? What, you can't get up on your own? What kind of ranger are you, lady?
Should we? I don't know.
We got to stagger anyway. We have to spread out. It's better to just stay back.
Okay. Nope. Put my stuff there.
That's a good idea. All right. You guys want to get on a chair?
All right, ready? Here we go.
Here, actually. Okay.
Don't punch me in the face.
Okay.
He fell over.
You know how to do it.
I'm good. Go ahead.
No, they can't. They'll hit each other.
Stand back here.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
What do you want me to do?
All right, here we go.
What do you want me to film? Oh, dead.
I'll figure it out.
All right, here we go.